Hey there. Glad you came back to listen to another daily goodnight story. Enjoyed the last stories? Then don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting ones. Hit the like button to give us an indication which stories you enjoyed the most. Leave a comment below to share your thoughts or any suggestions. Your support means a lot to us, and we look forward to bringing you more amazing content in the future. Thank you. As you already finished the last activities of the day, don't forget to connect your phone to the charger and to set the timer so that playback stops automatically. Well, check your pillow, get comfortable and relax while listening to today's story. In a little town called Serenityville, there lived a woman named Autumn. Now you might think that autumn is a colorful and happy name, like the season when leaves turn all sorts of beautiful hues. But sadly, Autumn's heart wasn't as bright as the leaves on a sunny day. You see, Autumn carried a heavy load of sadness because of things she did in the past. Mistakes she made hurt the people she loved the most, and those mistakes had left deep scars in her heart. Every day, she carried the weight of regret and wished she could turn back time to undo the things she had done. As the years went by, Autumn grew lonelier, and she kept herself away from others. She was afraid that her past would define her forever, and no one would ever forgive her. The friendships she once had seemed like distant memories, and she thought she didn't deserve happiness or forgiveness. But one day, something unexpected happened. Autumn was taking a walk in the park, and as she wandered among the trees, she saw someone she used to know, her old friend Sarah. Sarah's eyes met Autumn's, and a mix of surprise and sadness filled the air. Autumn's heart raced as she saw Sarah approach her. She didn't know what to say, but she knew she couldn't run away from her past any longer. "Hi, Autumn," Sarah said softly, her voice shaky with emotion. "Hi," Autumn replied, feeling a lump in her throat. There was a long pause as they looked at each other. The weight of the past hung heavy in the air, but Autumn felt a glimmer of hope. Maybe, just maybe, Sarah would be willing to listen. I'm sorry, Sarah," Autumn finally managed to say, tears welling up in her eyes. "I know I hurt you, and I wish I could take it all back. I wish I could change the past and be a better friend." Sarah looked at Autumn, her eyes filled with mixed feelings. "It hurt a lot, Autumn," she said quietly. "I didn't understand why you did what you did. It felt like you didn't care about our friendship." Autumn's heart sank, but she knew she had to be honest. "I was lost back then," she confessed. "I didn't know how to handle my feelings and I made terrible choices. But I've changed, Sarah. I've learned from my mistakes and I want to make things right." Sarah's expression softened, but she still looked unsure. "I want to believe you, Autumn," she said, "but it's hard to forget the past." As the sun began to set, Autumn and Sarah sat on a nearby bench. They talked for a long time, sharing their feelings and memories of the past. It wasn't easy, but Autumn felt a weight lifting from her heart. She knew she had a long journey ahead, but this moment felt like the first step towards redemption. The night sky started to twinkle with stars, and Autumn felt a glimmer of hope. Maybe, just maybe, she could find forgiveness and heal the broken friendships from her past. As she walked home that night, she knew that the road ahead wouldn't be easy, but she was determined to try. And so, dear reader, the story of Autumn's journey begins, where she seeks redemption and learns the true meaning of second chances. It's a tale of courage, forgiveness, and the power of growth, one that reminds us all that even in our darkest moments, there is hope for a brighter tomorrow. The next morning, as the sun painted the sky with warm colors, Autumn woke up with a newfound sense of determination. The conversation with Sarah lingered in her mind, and she knew that seeking redemption wouldn't be easy, but she couldn't ignore the glimmer of hope she felt. Autumn decided to take a walk to clear her thoughts. As she strolled through the park, she couldn't help but notice the beauty of nature around her. The vibrant flowers bloomed and birds chirped cheerfully in the trees. It was as if nature itself was reminding her that life was about growth and renewal. As Autumn continued her walk, she came across a little girl feeding ducks by the pond. The girl's eyes sparkled with delight as she tossed breadcrumbs into the water, and Autumn couldn't help but smile. The innocence and joy in the girl's actions warmed her heart. "Hi there," the girl called out, smiling brightly at Autumn. "Hello," Autumn replied warmly, kneeling down beside the girl. "You seem to be having fun with the ducks." The girl nodded enthusiastically. "Yes, it's my favorite thing to do in the park. The ducks are my friends." Autumn chuckled, watching the ducks waddle towards the breadcrumbs. "They do seem like great friends," she said. "You know, I used to come to this park a lot too when I was younger. I loved feeding the ducks just like you." The girl's eyes widened with curiosity. "Really? Why don't you do it anymore?" Autumn hesitated for a moment, unsure of how to answer. But then she thought about Sarah and the chance encounter in the park. Maybe, like the little girl, she needed to embrace the things she once loved and find joy in them again. "Well, I guess life got busy, and I stopped coming here," Autumn replied. "But seeing you having so much fun with the ducks reminds me of the good times I used to have. Thank you for reminding me of that." The little girl beamed at Autumn. "You're welcome. You should come here more often. It's a happy place." As Autumn bid the girl farewell and continued her walk, her heart felt a little lighter. The innocence and simplicity of the little girl's words struck a chord in her. Maybe finding redemption was about reconnecting with the things she loved and finding joy in the present. Later that day, Autumn reached out to another old friend, Alex, whom she had lost touch with after their falling out. She sent a heartfelt message, expressing her remorse and her sincere desire to mend their friendship. To her surprise, Alex replied with an open heart. They arranged to meet for coffee, and as they sat face to face, Autumn poured her heart out, just as she did with Sarah. She listened to Alex's feelings and acknowledged the pain she had caused. The conversation wasn't easy, but it was honest and raw. As they parted ways, Autumn felt a mixture of emotions, vulnerability, fear, but also hope. It was another step on her journey to redemption. As the days turned into weeks, Autumn continued reaching out to others she had hurt in the past. Some were receptive, while others remained guarded. But she understood that trust took time to rebuild, and she was willing to be patient. Autumn also sought guidance from a counselor, just like Sarah had suggested. Talking with the counselor helped her understand the reasons behind her past choices and the patterns she needed to change. It was a journey of self-discovery, and with each session, she felt herself growing stronger. And so, dear reader, the story of Autumn's journey of redemption continued, filled with moments of vulnerability, hope, and self-discovery. As Autumn looked to the future, she knew that the road ahead would still be challenging, but she was no longer afraid. With each step, she was learning to embrace the second chance life had offered her, and she was determined to make the most of it. As the seasons changed, Autumn's journey of redemption continued to unfold. With each passing day, she reached out to more old friends, acknowledging her past mistakes and seeking forgiveness. Some friendships were mended, while others remained a work in progress. But Autumn was no longer disheartened by setbacks. She understood that healing took time and patience. As Autumn embraced her journey of growth, she also learned to be kinder to herself. She no longer defined herself solely by her past mistakes, but by the effort she was putting into becoming a better person. The weight of regret slowly lifted, replaced by a newfound sense of hope and purpose. One sunny afternoon, Autumn received a letter from Sarah. In the letter, Sarah expressed her gratitude for Autumn's efforts to make amends and her willingness to change. She confessed that forgiving Autumn was a challenging process, but she admired her courage and determination to grow. Sarah wrote that she was willing to give their friendship another chance and hope for a brighter future together. Reading Sarah's words brought tears of joy to Autumn's eyes. She knew that true redemption wasn't about erasing the past, but about learning from it and becoming a better version of oneself. With Sarah's forgiveness, Autumn felt her heart blooming like a beautiful flower, vibrant and alive. The road to redemption had its ups and downs, but Autumn embraced each moment, knowing that every step counted. She continued attending counseling sessions, not only for herself but also to understand how she could support others going through similar struggles. Autumn's transformation also touched the lives of those around her. The people in Serenityville witnessed her journey, and many reached out to her for advice and support. Autumn realized that her story had become a beacon of hope for others seeking redemption and healing. Months turned into years, and Autumn's heart flourished with love and gratitude. she and Sarah became inseparable friends once more, and their bond grew stronger with each passing day. Their friendship was a testament to the power of second chances and the resilience of the human spirit. As Autumn's story spread, others in Serenityville found inspiration in her journey. The little town began to embrace a culture of forgiveness and growth. People learned to look beyond past mistakes and see the potential for change in themselves and others. And so, dear reader, the tale of Autumn's journey of redemption reached its beautiful conclusion. The woman who once carried the weight of regret had become a symbol of hope, showing that even in our darkest moments, we can find the courage to change, to grow, and to heal. As the stars twinkled in the night sky, Autumn looked back on her journey with a heart full of gratitude. The path to redemption hadn't been easy, but it had led her to a place of joy and contentment she never thought possible. And as she closed her eyes and drifted off to sleep, Autumn knew that her story wasn't just about her. It was a story for everyone who had ever felt lost, everyone who had ever made mistakes, and everyone who had ever longed for a second chance. For in the tale of Autumn's redemption, there was a timeless lesson that even when we stumble and fall, we can rise again, stronger and wiser than before. And with that, she wished the world a peaceful good night, knowing that her story would live on in the hearts of those who found hope in her journey. Tomorrow, we'll journey together once more. Until we meet again, may your dreams carry you to far-off lands and hidden wonders. Good night, and sleep well.